when Christmas ends, it's that time when everything's sort of clean and fresh, and that's how I always feel. Well, and I loved my room. I loved that mural. I adore that mural. I loved the mustard fireplace and the navy walls, but we decided we were going to try and feng shui the room, and that meant that we had to swap the fireplace wall. So we had a little chat, and my husband decided he'd like to change the colours. So I gave him free rein, and he chose the colours, and well, we had a bit of a change around. So let me show you how we started. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy makeovers and thrifting, and this type of thing inspires you, then tap the like button, give me a hype, and subscribe for lots more, and you can consider this your official invitation to stick around for a while. If you remember last week, I showed you the 3 colours we were using: the yellow for the wall, the black paint for the trim, and the green for the wall behind the TV and the fireplace. These were all historic colours from Benjamin Moore, and I will put those in the description. This is the panel where the window was. We covered that up, and we're going to paint it, wallpaper it, and hopefully it will just blend into the rest of the wall. So at this point you can see we've moved the fireplace over. We've painted the walls, the 3 walls yellow, painted the trim work in the black, and we're just now waiting to take the mural down, which was just framed and then stapled on, so that came down quite easy. And then we decided, obviously we were going to paint around the windows. We decided we were going to paint the white woodwork with the black. Unfortunately, halfway, well, 90% of the way through painting, we just realised we were running out of black paint. But then we had a snowstorm and we were snowed in for 2 days. So I didn't actually finish all of the black painting. There's still a little bit of white on the windows, and you'll see at the end, but that will be all painted in the black. And I've got to say, it looks absolutely spectacular. I love it. So this was the state of the dining room while we were doing all this work. Honestly, this is the last makeover I'm doing. It's just such an upheaval in the house, especially when you are trying to get everything clear, try and get everything sorted out. It is, honestly, I hate that mess that has to come before. It's the storm before the calm, as I like to say. It drives me nuts. But there you can see the green wall has 2 coats. It's matched to the tile that we put on the fireplace. Dudley is, as always, a massive help. Thanks, Mom. You're such a good boy. So the wall is painted. All the walls are painted. We've run out of trim, and we've painted the fireplace. It's got 2 coats, and it's time to start looking at now all the accessories. As I said last week, the dining room was 99% done, and this week you'll see the finished results of both. It's fast becoming my trademark. Yes, it's lampshade time. This was a William Morris dress that I picked up thrifting quite a while ago, probably 2 years ago now. It was from H&M. And I think I paid $4.50 for this. It wasn't my size, otherwise I'd been wearing it. So what I did was, it was like a gypsy skirt type of thing. It was different panels, different layers, and each layer was more flared than the one before. So it was perfect for cutting the panels off and obviously using them wherever you want. I previously decoupaged a table with this and a mirror, and they are in my hallway, and I love them. So this is going to become my lampshades. So I've cut the panels, and thankfully they are just the right width to fit my 2 lampshades. You can see here, and what I've done is I've just put a layer of glue to start, and then a layer at the top, a layer at the bottom, and then I'm just going to finish it off with some trim that I have, I'm just gluing that into place. I'm going to trim off all the excess material, and I shall have four lampshades, because I'm doing 2 little ones for the candle sconces that are going each side of the fireplace. Could have just left this because it was trimmed off, but I decided to add an extra piece of this rope trim, and you can see I'm just gluing it into place, and I'm doing this top and bottom of both of the lampshades, and it really finishes it off nicely. And this is the before and after of the little lampshades that are going on the candle sconces by the fire. Now, do you remember the last coffee table that I made, which was out of a coffee table? I put padding on it and tufted it, and well, that one broke over Christmas. One of the legs was a little loose on it, and then with one thing and another, people were sitting on it rather a lot. One of the legs came off, so rather than fix it, I'd like to try and find either one that I can make over, or I might make another one. But in the meantime, this is my go-to Footstool coffee table. It's it's one that I thrifted probably 2 or 3 years ago. I have recovered it on many occasions. This was just some thrifted fabric that I had. I thought it goes perfectly with the room. And what I did was I covered the top of it, pulled all the material nice and tight, and then I measured from the floor to just below the top of the where the material hits, and I just wanted to add some pleats all the way around. So I marked it, pinned it, sewed it on the sewing machine, and then glued it all into place. And then once it was finished, I covered up the raw edges with a couple of pieces of really nice velvet ribbon, one green one, and then when I was done, I finished it off with a beautiful blue piece of velvet that I actually just recently picked up from the dollar store. So once this was done, things were starting to get ready to move back into the room. So I got my curtain suitcase out, and this is a really good idea actually for storage. If you have big old suitcases or even big new suitcases, I use them for my curtains when I'm changing them. So I have a really nice set of green curtains, green velvet curtains, my red Christmas curtains, and then these are my beautiful chinoiserie curtains, and I alternate them all throughout the year. So this is where I keep them. I know exactly where they are. They're always folded neatly, and they are perfect. I can wheel them around to get them where I need them, and it is great to keep them stored in there, and it's less room in my airing cupboard and towel cupboard, which is not big enough to hold 3 big sets of curtains. So it's a good idea for storage in general. Use old suitcases. So as I said, we were 90% finished with the black paint when the storm came. This was the end of day 1, and you remember looking out the window previously, there was no snow. So it snowed steadily all day and all night, and then by the next day, sort of early evening, the roads were clear enough, and by that point, you know what, we'd been working so hard in the house, we just decided to wait and finish the painting off another day. So this is why the painting is not finished at the window. Speaking of the other window, we have now moved everything over, and I am wallpapering this panel. Now, I've got a heavy duty wallpaper paste because obviously this is particle board, there's going to be gaps in it, and all I've done is I've pasted the wall, and then I've pasted this anaglypta wallpaper. This is one that I picked up thrifting, as always. This was $2, and I thought it kind of looked like cloth, and when it's painted, then you know it looks like it's a panel that's maybe got grass cloth on it. So it's got four sheets of wallpaper, and I went across ways because I thought that way there'd less chance of the paper peeling off before it's ready to go, before it's dried out properly. And once that's done, hubby's going to trim it again, and then we're going to paint it, and we are ready to go. Well, nearly. This is the last little job. We have some peel and stick tiles. I picked these up from Temu, and my husband's marking the center point, and we are just going to stick them in place and then put the fireplace back in, and we are good to go. I'm going to explain a little bit how this makeover came about. We decided after Christmas, when all the Christmas decorations came down, you know that period when it's nice because everything's nice and clean and clear, but it's sad because it's another year now before you can decorate for Christmas. So what we decided to do was declutter a little bit, sort everything out, start the new year as we meant to go on. And one of the big things that my hubby loves to do is feng shui, and when you're I don't. So he's not to say a minimalist, but he likes things in order, and I'm a bit frantic. So I decided to let him have free rein to a certain degree with this room. So the first thing we did was we swapped the fireplace. So the fireplace was on this wall. We swapped it to this wall, and then we decided, I've had the room in that blue, that pale navy blue, for 3 years now. It was time for a change. I adored that colour and I adored my mural, but I have a mural in the bedroom now, so I was willing to let it go. So yellow walls, green fireplace wall, black woodwork, black fireplace. That's where we that's what he had in his mind. So we went out and picked the colours. And if you remember last time when we chose the yellow colour, it was all wrong. This time we did our research, and we didn't match it to the curtains, but it's a beautiful match to the curtains. And it is such a, it's a heritage yellow, as is the green. And then the black is a semi-gloss, which is again very Victorian. And then the tiles, of course, are stick-on tiles, but wow, what a transformation in this room. We absolutely love it. It is so warm and inviting and bright. It really has brightened the whole room up. And the weather that we've been having, we've had a lot of snow. It's been quite bright out, but you know, winter's here for a while, so it's really nice to have these nice bright colours to cheer everything up. So what did I do? I made new lampshades. Those lampshades were the dress. I moved all my artwork, and this is obviously themed to William Morris. Just curated the house. I didn't buy anything. Everything came from somewhere else in the house. The only thing we bought was paint. Now we did run out of the black paint, as you can see round the window. I'll give you a close-up. We haven't finished painting there because we ran out of the paint, and then we had a snowstorm and we were snowed in for 2 days. And to be honest, the week was getting to the point where we just had to carry on with things. So that will be finished at a later date. But again, loved it. Of course, the Christmas tree was in front of the window, so that's automatically brightened everything up now that the Christmas tree is gone. Was going to put green velvet curtains up, but decided to put the yellow because look how gorgeous it is. And again, moved the furniture around to suit the new fireplace position. Made the little sconces for the candlesticks, and then the fireplace. The stickers on the back, the tiles, are a Temu find. I picked up a couple of last year, and these were the other ones that I had, and just cannot believe how good this fireplace looks. We're so pleased with this room. So and of course we did the woodwork, all the woodwork in the black, which I'd already done earlier with the navy, but the green and the yellow and the black, I mean, it's just gorgeous and very, very in keeping with the period of the house. Actually the kicking off point for adding all of the William Morris. We had a Christmas picture here, so I moved it and I thought I'd love to put a bit of William Morris in this room, and then I just went crazy. It was like a William Morris fever dream, and it's everywhere now, but we love it. So not much has changed here. I will be changing this out for Valentine's Day. I think Valentine's Day, Easter, I don't do a lot of decorating, so I like just to change out things in my cabinet. The biggest change in here were obviously adding in the bookshelves. So if you watched last week's video, you know we moved those from the living room when we changed the fireplace position. We wanted wall to wall. We didn't have wall to wall, so my clever husband, and I've left this raw so I could show you, we had extra shelves. So he just made blocks and fitted the shelves between the two bookshelves that we did have. And I've just got to stain the ends of them so you don't notice that. And then we had 3 bookshelves on this wall and the 4 bookshelves on that wall. And of course, the other big reason for us changing everything was around was to get my computer in this room because the back room is so cold. But all in all, wow, just love how this room looks now. This is the baby's toy chest, which is getting bigger and bigger. We moved the table to the middle of the room and put this couch there. Wasn't sure at first, but we absolutely love this couch here. It's like a banquette if you think about it. And the funny thing is, we sit now and we have dinner, and I sit this side. And I sit back when we're done and we sit and chat. It's happened every night since we've moved the table because this chair is so comfy and it's just lovely. It lends itself to sitting and having a little chat after dinner, and it's all very civilized and we are absolutely loving it. We did put the curtains back up. I was going to put the green velvet curtains in here because the green curtains went better with this green. But again, hubby said, no, match them up. It looks better. It ties everything together. So, and then we just moved a few things around. Added some greenery, obviously because it is so white outside. Green always takes you back to nature, even if they're not real. And that's the thing with Feng Shui. Another thing is to add as much real greenery as you can, and once the weather's changed, I will have a go at real greenery again and try not to kill it. Just as I said, move things around, got some family portraits out, moved them out of the bedroom, and just generally tidied everything up. Now everything has its place, and we are absolutely loving this room, and so is Mr. Dudley. He loves that chair. Hubby loves the chair. He'll sit there and read, and he just really enjoys this room now. We both are so much more. We did swap the rugs. This rug is going. I'm looking for a new rug in here, and then I'm going to put the red one back in here and then move this out to another room. You can see I didn't want to cut it. It doesn't fit quite. This came from the last house. And it's a really lovely big rug. It doesn't really go with anything anymore now that the blue's gone, but I don't care. I'm not matchy-matchy, as you all know. I don't think everything has to match. Hubby's a little different. He likes things to match. He likes symmetry. So for us to come together and make this room and work, and I think it really does work, is, well, it's a testament to both of us. So yeah, so that's it. That's our New Year reset, and we are really enjoying it.